cannot you cannot fine tune it, but you can access this via either API or UI from the AWS console. So here we are today demo. We are going to use a Stability.ai and Alexa. Currently, it is available for the embedding and transformer. Hugging Face. You guys would have seen this one before. It has 10,000 more than models available where you can use it at your convenience. Then Cohere. This is the demo we are going to use. We are going to see this in our today demo, and AI to One Labs also we are going to see this today. Okay. Okay. Bef- let's get into the today's topic, prompting. Why I given this previous information is I want you to understand this transformer architecture is fundamental for all the foundation models. So I want you guys to understand as well as the same way. Last time there are a lot of questions came around the transformer. Okay. Here, context window. So this is anytime you go, even if everybody would have used the chat GPT, if not, you will have the prompt information. You give us an input, okay? That we have something called context window. And based on each foundation model or the model providers, you will have a limited amount of the context window. Say there are certain character limits for each and every model, okay? Then very important thing you need to know is um, maximum output token. Okay, so what is the output of how much token the output will be? If you are looking at any foundation model, it will all go token by token prediction only. You may feel like some chat GPT is going very fast and giving the input, but if you look at clearly, it will go word by word prediction only. Okay, which is a token by token prediction. This parameter is very important, max output token, because there are multiple way to consume the large language model via console or via API. We are going to see this today. Okay, so then important thing is temperature. Okay, why we need a temperature is based on this adjustment you will get whether it's supposed to be diverse output and the creative text, and or it's going to be a lower value which is more focus and determinants. Based on every use case it will differ. Okay, and if you are keeping more temperature, then you will get a random text. Sometimes it will hallucinate you. Okay, then you have a top p, which is a probability, which is same thing. Okay, um, by increasing and decreasing the probability, you will get the relevant output or non-relevant output. Okay, so this will both go hand in hand, but both has a different uh, 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 use cases. And stop sequences, this you will not see it visually if you are using console, but all the prompt will have some kind of stop sequence. You may have a codes or you may have a hash symbol. This is a stop sequence you will use it. Okay. So what are the things you can do with the prompt large language model? You can use text generate, you can summarize, you can translate, you can do the code generation, and you can do the question answer. Anything I missed out, guys? Okay, you can feel free to add it. Okay. So, but the major constraint of the prompting, right? It will have a limited context window. Imagine if you want to summarize the text of the whole book, which has a 500 page, which have a 20,000 words. There is a high probability you will the context will not fit in. Okay, based on your use case, you will do it. Then comes to the prompting. Okay, so there are multiple way you can do the prompting. One is a zero shot. I'm giving an example. Here you look at the keyword. We are giving the keyword, translate English to French, and giving the input. In this is the always we are giving a task description with the input, which is a cheese. Okay, so it is give you the predicted output. I'm giving a very basic thing, and few short is we given one example and asking for a prediction. This is a example of zero shot and few shot, because we are training them, we are giving the input to the model to give the output according to our need in a basic manner. This is something called chain of thoughts. Okay, so this is a standard prompting people are using. The output is as good as based on our input. Okay, so look at the basic prompting they have given. Where Roger has a 5 tennis ball, he buy 2 more cans of tennis ball. Each has a 3 tennis ball, and how much tennis ball the does he have? Okay. So it is the answer is 11. Okay, but it is predicted wrong. The answer is 11. Okay, so if you are giving this input without a proper sequence of the information, you will not get the answer properly. Okay, so here you can look at it that it is giving an answer is 50, but the real answer is 9. Okay, so it is understanding the reasoning. Okay, while you are giving your question, you need to draft properly in such a way it will be able to understand and give you the output. Sometimes you can give you one example like this and give a following example, so it will understand what reasoning they can apply for your input and give you the relevant output. So this is another technique, the chain of thought prompting. Okay, we will see all those in example. So here we are all doing this in the, we can do it in a console, and as well as we can start using the same thing via API also. So here I'm using a Cohere as a foundation model provider, which is part of a Amazon. So I'm using the Cohere and I'm writing the command. Look at this. I'm giving the, this is a via API I'm using it. Okay. Max token is 300. I'm writing the, saying the prompt, write a LinkedIn post about starting a career in tech. This is the prompt I'm doing it. Can you guys tell me what prompt it is? Is it a zero shot or a few shot, or it's a basic prompting? Any thought, any input from you guys?
This is zero shot.
Yes, we are just giving you that. It's not even, yeah, we can take zero shot, but it is a basic prompt. Okay, we are not giving any input. Okay, let me go to the demo, guys. Okay, so anybody worked in SageMaker Foundation model, it will be easier uh, to follow along. But if not, I will walk you through this one. Sorry, SageMaker Foundation model. Okay, see here, if anybody login is concerned, you can go to the SageMaker. Under that, you can see the foundation model. You will have a multiple models. Okay, so you will able to let's say I take one proprietary model, Ultra Jurassic. Yeah, this model I take it. You have a playground here. Okay, you don't need to pay anything. You can come here, click on playground, and let us give some example. Okay, so same example we will use if you want.
So, Ayanar, can you please showcase these URL how to go there again?
Oh, you mean this
No,
URL?
on playground, playground one.
Playground, right? So you go to this model, foundation model. You select
Huh?
the model. If you are selecting this Jurassic Ultra, I want to
Okay.
give different flavors. I'm selecting the Jurassic Ultra, and then click on playground. You can be on
Okay.
this playground.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
this is what, no problem. This is the example I'm talking about, max length, temperature, and everything. So let me come here and let us take a prompt engineering. This is the workshop. This is the sample notebook I made it. So let's take I keep all the credential here. I'll upload this file into the GitHub. I'll share it with you guys so you can use it with this testing. So write a LinkedIn post about starting a career in a tech. This is what I'm doing, right? I'm doing the same thing here. Okay. So it is started generating. So it is giving this input. Okay. So based on the length, it is giving this input. Okay. So same thing, I can do it from the prompt UI, but here I'm using a different model. Cohere I'm using, and I'm storing the API key in the grid file, and I'm reading from here. So look at here. I'm sorry, I'm doing this. So here, the same way I have to pass the information like max token, temperature, all those things I need to use it. Okay. Here, if you look at it, this is the this still it is completely isolated. If you're doing a basic prompting, you need to have a stop word information here. Okay, this is a syntax. If anybody interested to create a Cohere, you can go to the Cohere console. It's like a open AI. You can use a console. Go here, and you can start generating a token here and start using it. Okay, so here and try.
I, I, I am sorry to disturb. So Cohere, how many credits it will give as a free?
You have to check it, man. I not tried much. Okay, it's there's a limit, but you can definitely check around. Okay, I not checked this information
Okay.
because I'm just using for the demo purpose. Okay, and in real I'm using a different model, so for that there's no limit. So see, this is the information. Let's say I'm giving a more value. Okay, so the max token I'm changing it. So it will give me the more information. Same thing here. Okay, so. And how we can real time use it? We give an example. How we can real time use it is we can create questions. Okay, so I'm giving generate a top 5 interview question for AWS DevOps engineer. These are all the simple example for the basic prompting. Okay, based on the content, it's a content we are generating the content. Okay, then we are going to do the Jira Shop prompting. Okay, using my console, right? So I cannot show this one. I will copy this one and I will show it in the Word in the document because you cannot see this in a full manner. Okay. So the prompt is translate English to French. I love AWS user group Bangalore. All the technical topic provided by them are inside. I'm giving the prompt. Now I'm running this command. I'm giving a zero shot prompt. So it will give me this output. Okay. So same way, what another example is summarize the text. Okay, I'm giving you the huge amount of the data. Okay, I will copy this. So I will. This is the next example I'm using. We will play around with the. Okay, look at this. Okay, sorry. Okay, view a little bit. Zoom it. Zoom out. Sorry. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. So you're seeing it, right? We are giving this information and ask them to summarize. Okay. So you can see it will summarize based on your input. It will do the summarize and give you the information. It's the same command also. You can use it here in your foundation model in the UI also. So why I am showing both the thing is if the audience, if anybody who's starting beginning or it is working, you can always come here and start using this model. Then building the application, you need to start going towards the UI and start playing around. That's why I'm showing both of one. Okay. So now comes to the Jira short learning. The next example, we are summarizing it. Then we can create a QA bot. Okay, I'm creating a QA bot. So this is the input I'm giving. So user who are some best writer literature and the bot is giving this information. So we are waiting what is the prediction of the bot. Okay, so I'm giving few example and I'm asking for the prediction. So the book by Urizen, the most famous book by him, it is started giving me the input. Okay, so giving an example of the reasonable engine. Okay, so I'm asking, can Jeffrey Hinton could have had a conversation with George Washington? If yes, tell why. Yes, okay, because Jeffrey Hinton, you know, he is the father of the neural network, and George Washington is the president of the US who lived in a different era. So if I ran, trust me, I ran this one. Sometimes it says yes, Jeffrey Hinton knows George Washington. Okay, if you change this temperature and the value, it will give a different input. Okay, you can see this one. So it give you the prediction. Jeffrey Hinton cannot have a conversation with the George Washington, and because he is a living person, and George, he died on 1799. It acts as a reasoning engine. Okay, this is another example I want to give you. Then, okay, the same apply. I'm doing it. Can Sachin win the World Cup 2023? Yeah, some I don't know. Okay, because he is not a part of Indian cricket. Okay, so it gives you the clear information. Okay. Then what other example I can show you? We can see whether it is a classification based on your input, whether it is classification is neutral or not new, whether it is a positive or not positive. Then you can write a FAQ. Okay, this is another classic example I want to show you guys. So if you look at this prompt, so I'm giving you the given the question. I'm given this as an input, and I'm asking them to create a question and answer. Okay, with the each this is a question. Each question should have 4 options and include correct answer for each question. And starting string need to have a correct answer, and then it need to have explanation. So I given this as an example as a few short, and I'm asking him to give an a question. Imagine if you want to create a quiz portal automatically generated by the Gen AI, this doable. It will take time because it is, see, this is what happening. It keep predict what happen if you stop the SageMaker pilot. Okay, the correct, it will give you the answer. Okay, it's supposed to give you the example also. I'll copy this and paste it here. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I'll copy and I give it here. So this is the context window, guys. Okay, so based on the broad model you are using, based on the limits, you will have a context window. Okay, so it's supposed to create 4 options. See, this is the option question, and these are the options you have. Okay, and then it'll give you the correct answer. Okay, so it is coming giving in a different format, but this is the examples I want to show you today. So this is about the few short and 1 short prompting. Okay. Then comes the chain of prompts. Okay, so I went to the market, bought 10 apples, the same thing what we have given, right? And I gave the requirement to, and how many apples they will have. It will find out. It will think step by step and give you the information. See, it given the prediction. I remain. So I remain with 10 minus 2, 2 apples. It go one by one step, whatever the input we given, and based on that, it will give you the prediction. And this is about the next example is about building a code. I was playing around how to build a sample code for creating a serverless application using AWS CDK. That code I want to generate it from the Cohere. Okay. What it does do is it given me the skeleton. It cannot be accurate, but it given me some basic skeleton. I can take that code and go back and do some modification according to my need and start using it. Okay. So this is the example I want to show you as part of this prompt engineering. Okay, so I have shown you how to use this foundation model UI. You have multiple foundation model. You can select the foundation model based on your need. This is the open source model. So if you go here, this is very important. Open source model, you will not have a playground. Yeah, see, you will not have a playground, but it's a completely open source model. You will have all the model code and all the information. You can view the code and you can fine tune the model. Okay, and here, but it's not the same case. Okay, if you look at the SageMaker model from the about the model, you cannot use this model to train according to your need. Okay, so this is very important. And but the good thing is all the models can be deployed using a SageMaker endpoint. Okay, so this is one example. Now we are talking about everything is the LLM. What about the text to image conversion? Okay, so that is the next demo I want to show you guys. So if So if we are using a stable diffusion model, if you attended my previous session, I explained what is a stable diffusion. Now I am using a Dreamstudio, which is a stable studio, Stability.ai product, Dreamstudio. I have taken the API and I am trying to generate it. The prompt I'm giving is expansive landscape rolling green with the blue daisies. Okay. So, wait, what happened? I think one of the cell I forgot.
So Anna, yeah, quick question. Like, where can we get these notebook for the practice on AWS?
Sorry.
So where can we get this notebook for practice
Yes.
on say
Oh, you are
playground?
telling. Okay. You are talking about stability.
No, no, not stability. This notebook. Where can we get this notebook for practice these on AWS?
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Okay, it was not that. That's why the session is happening. I'm not from AWS. Okay, I'm doing as part of the community activity. Okay.
No, no,
So,
I'm telling that, I'm telling that, let's say we want to do the practice of these notebook which you have made. So would you please share with us so we can just
yeah,
do.
exactly. Message me whoever wanted because I don't want to put it in a public. Whoever interested, message me. I'm able to give the information.
Okay, sure. I will ping you in LinkedIn.
Yeah, sure. This is a link. This is a stability.ai playground. Like how we have a large language model, we are using a stability AI model here, and I'm trying to give the information. Expansive landscape, rolling green with the blue daisies, weeping willow tree under the blue alien sky. So based on my input, it started giving it. If you click on another time, it will give a different prediction. Okay, different images. Okay, this is from the playground. The same way, what you can do is you can use the console, or you can use the API also. I don't know why I'm getting the error. Wait. Okay, DS API, Dreamstudio key, install. 1 minute, it's still installing. Okay, key error, stability key. No. Okay, I think key is invalid. Or DS API key is not defined. Sorry guys, one second. So, I need to go reset again. 1 minute. So any questions? Meanwhile, I'm giving the last demo which I want to show you guys.
Yeah, this is Arvind here. I have one question, specific use case rather. So, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. Go on.
Yeah, so what I have is, let's say, multi-document summarization kind of thing. So let's say I have 20, 30 documents. Each document has about 500 to 1,000 words. Now, I ask a series of questions, let's say 3 or 4 questions, and the answers to these questions are in these documents. So what would be the correct approach to solve this problem?
See, if you attend my previous session, I have taken the session related to 1 minute, guys. Okay, I taken the session on the LangChain. Okay, using a LangChain, you can solve this problem.
Okay.
So you can use a payload. You can load that information, and then using that, you can start. We can fix that one. How it will work is you take the document, and that document you convert that word, and since it's a list document, you no need any vector db or anything. You can keep it within your memory itself, or if you really want the scalable, you can convert that as a text. But now with a lot of connectors available in the LangChain, you no need to even do that. Okay, you can connect to the LangChain and point out your proper point out your proper PDF document folder and start asking the question. Even it will give you the explanation on which document this result is coming up. Okay.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Okay.
Okay.
So I should be looking at LangChain.
Yeah, LangChain. Okay. And if you really exactly in the sense, it is a basic one. Okay. Retrieval QA, you can check it. Okay. It will give you the, it will have that particular information. Retrieval QA will give you that particular information.
And are you having I believe you're having a session on LangChain specifically?
I'm planning, but not immediately. I have a couple of
Okay,
other things lined up. I have a couple of use cases related to LangChain is coming up. I will see whether I can cover those information.
sure, thank you.
So this is an example. I use the same keyword here. If you look at this one, I'm using the same thing, expensive landscape rolling rate, but I'm getting a different output. Here I'm using a different key. This key is from the Dreamstudio. Okay, so I think this will help you to understand that. See, this is a I given that number count is 2. If you want more count, you can give the more count in the prompt. It will give you the more samples. Let's say if I give a 4 samples, I have a limit, so I don't want to. It's 120 images limit is there. So based on that, with that you can play along. Okay, see, it will start generating. I have given under the, okay, you can see I have given 4, right? So okay, it will give a 4 images. See, it gave a different images, different images based on your input. Okay, any question on this?
Yeah. So here you are using Stability API, right?
Yeah, we are using Stability API.
Okay. So how much free credit they are giving to play around it?
They're giving 125.
Okay. And the playground that you were using from foundational model, is it a free or it is costing?
It's free. It's
Okay.
free.
And in the generative AI, this is third session, right?
Yeah, it's a third session. Okay.
Okay.
So Ian, a quick question is like, what is the minimum hardware required for these, like performing the stability inference notebook?
See, this notebook which I'm playing is now I'm not, there's a two-way, right? One to host the model, another one is consuming as an API. I'm currently consuming as an API, so I don't need a big notebook because all the requests just going to the endpoint which is hosted by the foundation model provider. But at the same time, if you want to do it with a SageMaker endpoint, you may end up looking at some G4, G5, sorry, some some GPU related instances. Okay, mostly on a G4, G5 instance, or you have to use the SageMaker inference here to try to train this model. So I add host this model.
Yeah. One more question. So in the Cohere,
Sorry,
you
who is asking this question? Chetan. Okay,
yeah,
my full
Chetan.
name is INR, or you can
Okay.
call me AJ. Okay.
Okay, AJ, good. Okay, so AJ, in that Cohere code, you were showing that it is like the format was in the Cohere. Can we convert that to the LangChain? Like
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
you
LangChain?
can. LangChain, it's you can use any model. You can use a Cohere model also.
Okay, thank you.
If you go my previous session, I have touched upon the LangChain, but I not done any deep dive on the LangChain on that. I have some plan on the LangChain. In last one, we have touched upon how to use the RAG, retrieval augmented generation, like how we take the data from the documentation, crawl it, chunk it, write it to the vector database. Then we will create the questions from the UI prompt where you will get the additional context from the embedded one along with your user input, where embedded database can be open search or something which has an inbuilt semantic search which give additional context with for your search and give a prediction with your own knowledge data which you crawled. Okay. So this session we have done last week. Okay. If you want, you can go ahead and see the recordings. Okay.
Sure. Thanks, Ajay.
Okay. So where can we get this notebook for practice? Okay, guys, I will send it. Okay, I'm doing some fine tuning on it. Okay, if you look at my document in this notebook, right, it is all like I kept it based only for my memory. Okay, so I need to correct it little bit so you guys can use it. Okay, in proper manner. Particularly this one I'm copy paste to the different notebook to give a view, right? So those things I just need to uh, format it and send it. Let me find out what is my suitable time and try to let you know. Once it's done, I will put it in our meetup group, the location and where I kept it. Okay. And very important, thanks for joining. And please feel free to go and share your feedback in the LinkedIn, which is really helpful. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, you're talking about the position encoding, right? See how we do the encoding currently in the mat in the matrices. Um, you will have an input of I love India. So the sequence I will be 0 and love will be a 1, India will be a 2. So when you convert this to the when you convert this information to the vector, and if you're looking for the translation, um, you will have that index information about I. After that I, love came. Okay, love, after that love, India came. And they will give you this position, what is available before that particular token to identify the position. Okay, and how much this relevant to this before token. Based on that, it will create a vector and give us an input. Okay, so this is another, they will create another matrix. Okay, it's like it's all vector, right? You will have a vector and it's a matrix multiplication. So it will give you the another input based on your input based on your sentence. It will create a position encoding as an input. Along with that, it will give you the vector embedding information also. And last time
Oh,
somebody asked more intuitive way how to read the transformer. I sent that to them on the LinkedIn. It's an Anshul Karpati, you can see it. He given you the clear information around 1 hour video. It will give you the clear information. And he also talk about what is the downsides of using RNN or LSTM architecture, the sequential architecture, and why we came up with the transformer architecture, and that how the transformer architecture now we are using as a foundation architecture for across all the model. Previously, we need to have a separate architecture or separate model for each use cases. Like a text summarization, we need to have a different model, and if you want to have a classification, you need a different model. But now the foundation model, which based out of the transformer, can do all kind of tasks like we have seen today.
Ajay, can you repeat that name for transformer?
Andre Krapati. Okay, so I'll put it again. He's one of the famous. Okay,
Hi,
this
he's
is a
very
video,
famous.
guys.
Yeah,
I'll
he's a
put it
tech
in
guy.
this. He's. I'm not leading towards any company. Okay, he is one of the very good guy. You can see him speaking in multiple events. Okay, thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll connect again. Okay, have a great day.
Thanks, Ajay. Thanks for wonderful
You're
session.
welcome. You're welcome, Chetan. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aina.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.